Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We'd like to say shalom to the elect that teaching the word in all true faith and sincerity. On the brother Barak and with me,
Brother Ryan.
Yeah, we're the Akim from Great Millstone Church of Birmingham. And what else could we do but prophesy? You know, and tell you the intents and purposes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, you know. So and the trend on planet Earth is prophecy, man. What else could we really talk about but prophecy? You got something?
Yeah, real quick.
You got it, bro.
It's the book of Amos 3, and I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?"
Hey, and that should be your reaction. That show you the sound that we're blowing, you know, that trumpet. Matter of fact, get man, what's that 1 Corinthians the 7th chapter, because this is a very distinct sound.
Oh, okay.
First, and it's like
14.
14 and verse 7, I believe. See, this we're blowing a distinct sound, and not a sound of mirth. Let's get the grills together. Everybody sharing their favorite barbecue recipe. No, it's preparing for the evils to come, man. It talks about how Noah was giving that report, and that moved him to prepare an ark to the saving of his house.
That's it.
So it was a sense of urgency that came with, and it was a sense of urgency in that time period.
If I may?
Yeah, you got
it. You say he was moved by fear. Fear will make you move, for lack of better words. It'll make you move a certain way. It's not going to make you move in a way of relax or I get to it later. No, it'll make you move in a sense of urgency, like the brother just spoken about, man. This have to be done right here and right now.
That's it.
Because it's a penalty if it don't. You know?
You got to go out.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 14, and I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, "Even things without life giving sound, whether piped or harp, except they give a distinction in the sounds, how shall it be known what is piped or harp?"
So yeah, just, you know, you got certain tunes that lets you know the new moon is coming. Certain tunes that let you know that there's a feast. But also there's a tune, there's a sound that warns you of the evils. There's a war. The city is finna be sieged. You know, you got it.
Gun. It says, for if the trumpet give an uncertain sound.
So if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, you got it.
Who shall prepare himself to the battle?
And that show you what kind of sound we blowing. A sound of war. Get ready for the battle. These evils are coming. You know, it talks about putting on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may withstand in an evil day. You know, that's what we're telling you. It talks about that. Yeah, they have blown the trumpet. But ready, yep. Oh, God, you got it.
This is the book of Ezekiel 7, verse 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready.
See,
but none go up to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
And that show you how vital hearing and seeing and hearing is. Because they didn't take heed to the warning. They disregarded the message. They took it light, and that really led to the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua coming upon them, man. And so just going back, there's it's an even to make already show you that it's a get up, hurry up. That Passover spirit.
Yeah.
You eating in haste. You girded. You got your shoes on. That's the spirit you should be in. That spirit of hastening and going into this transition, man. You know, you gotta know out.
I got one more real quick. Just like you said, it's a sense of hastening. This Zephaniah 2. I'm gonna start at verse 1, but the point at verse 2. It says, "Gather yourselves together." Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired.
Hey, if I may, and they ain't just talking about all Israelites getting together. You know, they try to use that. Yeah, man, we gotta leave the doctrines at the door and let us gather ourselves. Somebody give me Zephaniah. No, man, that's concerning the elect.
Is it?
The elect is the ones that's going to gather together, man. Talks about the Lord gathered together the outcasts of Israel. Those are the ones who's going to be gathered together by the word of the Holy One. Who gathered the what?
Con, verse 2, it says, before the decree bring forth. And just to show you, it says he better gather together before. Telling you it's going to be a time when all hell is going to break loose.
Yep.
It says, before the decree bring forth, before the day passes the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. And if I may, just add what you were saying, that sense of urgency, man, because if you don't be in the spirit of haste or be in the spirit of trying to get right with the Lord now, then later on, you're going to be lost, man. Like it says in Zechariah, the Lord called and ye refused. And so when these people call, the Lord's going to refuse you because you had a time to get right, man. You know? You got it though, bro. Go back to that Amos. Going back to Amos 3 and verse 6 again. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? So
yeah, that should be your reaction to when this word goes forth. Or what's that in the book of the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter, talks about how the trumpet was blown, and really the inhabitants of Jerusalem, those are the ones that reacted properly. Matter of fact, get that real quick.
Okay.
Because it tells you that. Matter of fact, we get there and we're going to get Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter.
Okay. This Joel 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Yep, and that's what you're seeing by where the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, bringing forth his prophets. See, the alarm is for the elect to get up, wake up. Everybody else is set up for them. When they hear it, now the Lord is justified in destroying them, man. Only the elect is going to wake up and react and run into the safety of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You got it.
Con. It says, let all the inhabitants of the earth tremble.
It said, let all the inhabitants of the, read it again.
Con, read this again, Salaki. It says, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
See, meaning those of Zion, the Israel of the Most High, Jerusalem, all that is concerning the elect. Because it says Zion right there, meaning the memorial. In this lifetime, who the Lord's going to remember? Those, the grace of the little ones to come. That it talks about the grace that was prophesied unto you. You know, it says Jerusalem, the city of peace. Those are that's going to receive that peace and mercy, man. That's concerning the elect, man. You know. But as you can see, just going as you mentioned, how Noah, when he heard that report, he was moved with fear. You got it.
Con. It says, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
See? And it's so that's that sense of urgency. The Lord is about to wreak havoc. He's about to throw the kitchen sink at America, man. And you know, report we have gotten, we don't want to get caught up in that. And ain't no way you can outride the plays of Yahweh Shema Shah, like people back then in the time of Noah thought if they can go to higher ground, they'll be able to overcome the wrath of the Lord. No, it talks about how it exceeded the mountains 15 cubits, man. So there was no plan except the ark.
Hey, Salaki, if I may, there's no way to escape his hand, for lack of better words, man. It's not like you can outwit Yahweh Shema Shah. He's the ultimate chess player, man.
That's it.
You know, so for the guys who try to, they bring out new doctrines just to make the things comfortable to them, for lack of better words, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to kill you niggas, man.
That's it.
You know? Let me go to the Ezekiel
33 and started. Yeah, just start at the top, because it's kind of toward the top anyway.
This Ezekiel 33 and 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring a sword upon the land.
That's the message.
Is it?
Yahweh Shema Shah is bringing the sword upon the land. by the way of Esau. You read Ezekiel 21, talk about how that sword was sharpened. That's really Edom. That's why this man has beefed up his military. But that's a report. This devil's coming down with great wrath, but ultimately it's from Yahweh Shemal Shai, Jacob's trouble. You got it.
God. He says, when I bring a sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman.
So yeah, you have people that subscribe to these guys that you know have them as self-proclaimed teachers. But you have those that ascribe to the real prophets of Yahweh Shemal Shai. You got it.
God got that word watchman real quick. Just to, real quick, just a quick. It goes into basically Salaki. It says Watchman Strong's H6822. It says going on to the Strong's definitions. It says to lean forward, i.e., to peer into the distance. And that's basically a prudent man foreseeth the evil.
That's it.
And when you see the evil ahead, what do? You blow the trumpet to warn everybody else. You don't sit back and chill out, because ultimately it's going to come down upon your head. Because let's say if you see the evil come and the city still prevail, they're like, oh, who the hell didn't blow the trumpet? It's going to be on your shoulders, for lack of better words, showing you that this light is just not no ordinary thing, man. You know, they say heavy is the head that wear the crown. So anything that we see, we have to report it, for the lack of better words. Why? For the loving of the sheep, man. You know? Like if the dude, he sees the wolf coming and he go away instead of you know, trying to defend the sheep or defend the house. You know?
Hey, that's why like the prophets is associated like with the gates. Just like that first line of defense, you know. But you gotta go out.
God. It says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
See? And that's what we said. And we see it by the way of these articles and news clips, and you have whistleblowers. And you just feel it on the earth. These different laws and legislations that's being passed. The C help, there's more talks about CBDC, digital society this, the collapse of the dollar that, war. What else could we talk about, man? You got it.
God. It says, then whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet,
whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet, you got it,
and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
So you heard it, but you took it light. You didn't believe it. You know, you disregarded it just because your bank account, you can still look at it. Or your bills all paid. You know, you taking light the words of Yahweh Shemal Shai. But as you can see, it's going to lead to destruction. And it shows it's going back. This word is a come with a sense of urgency. You know, whether you hear or forbear, man. But it's a certain effect to you hearing or forbearing. And as you can see, those that don't hear or reject the word, it says your blood gonna be upon you, man. Because you heard the sound of the trumpet and you didn't take warning. We talking about a famine. Damn, nigga, and you like to eat. You should be like, damn, hold on now. But a nigga would disregard it and go to Guthrie's and get 12 chicken fingers and shit, man. Just because it's there, you know, they see these things. That's why it talks about we see things that are not. These people are invested in things that are. But this is only temporary, man. You got it,
Con, this is Ezekiel 33 and verse 5. It says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
Yep.
His blood shall be upon him.
Hey, and that warning, that's an intense word. That word is intense. Like, that's a sense of urgency. You have like those different signs that might have warning on it, and it got small, look, it's writing in small. You stop and you read the little shit why it says warning. Because it's a sense of urgency, man. Because it can cost you your life. You got it
I
out.
got that word warning for you.
Con.
That word warning, Strong's H2094. It says to admonish, to warn, to teach.
Yep. That's what we doing. Oh, you got it.
It's like, no, this is one more like you. It says to enlighten by caution.
Enlightened by caution. That's that sending out that light. You know, that's that warning, man. And it said caution. That's what we telling you. Caution. Evil's ahead. As you mentioned, the prudent man foreseeth the evil. It's not like you can go to the next street and bypass it. No, that's why we hold fast to the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. Hope the Lord have mercy on us in these times, man. Because ain't no other way around the destruction, man. You know, all thing we can do is just hope the Lord keep us, be preserved despite the outside elements. And just going back, it comes with a sense of urgency. You hearing this word warning being thrown out in battle. What other spirit should you be in, man? You got to do out.
Going back to Ezekiel 33 and verse 5 again, it says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
He that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. That's what it is, man. When you hold fast to the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, it leads to life. Literally. That's what it's going to do, man. Hold fast to this. It's going to actually, it talks about that our Lord Yahweh Shah said the water that we drink of, that he give us, is going to spring up into everlasting life. So, hey, this starts now with this outlook we have. You know, we're not in the congregation of the dead by the way of just our mindset, you know, first and foremost. Then it's going to increase by the way of being kept from the perils, the said perils. You know, ultimately all the way to the climax to the return of our Lord, man. You know, but read that part again.
Ezekiel 33 in verse 5 again. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
Yep.
His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
So as you can see, the difference of you know, taking heed. It's a big difference between hearing and you know, believe it or not. And it's not just a, you know, you agree to disagree type of thing. Nah, it's gonna lead to you dying. It's not like because we salty, we saying you gonna die because you don't believe us. No. Yahweh Shema Shah said you gonna die. But it will set up the way you weren't gonna believe so he can kill you, man. That's why we hope the Lord have mercy on us. Because this is the bridge to salvation, receiving his word. You know, and that's why also the scripture talk about we have a sure word of prophecy, and you will do well if you take heed. So meaning that when this word is presented and you hold fast to it, it will be well unto you. But if you don't, you're gonna stumble what's ahead in the darkness. That's why I talk about that light shining in the dark place. Because now we see the sea hip is just up the road, man. Just it's real close. Well, people gonna run into it and stumble. Yeah.
Like you hit your big toe on the coffee table.
Yeah.
But you knew it was that whole time, though. You know.
Okay. So you got anything else, bro?
I got one more.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs 1 in verse 33. It says, "But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil." And if I may, just going back to the point you just made earlier, you hearkening to this message will actually deliver you, man. Deliver your soul from the evil and the things that's coming down. But if you don't, then you're going to get caught up into the blender, man. You know? That's it.
Yeah, kind. So yeah, Aki, man, we just hope that we're edifying. We like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. Like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We like to say shalom to the elect that's teaching his word in all true faith and sincerity.
DTA or Bible Bow soon tonight.
Very soon.